Good evening, everyone. Um, it's kind of funny because I've watched a few videos with people, and I've noticed some certain things happening, and I'm making this clear and simple so that it can be known what's going on in the world right now. It's not an idea. This is a concrete fact. There's an element of decent goodness going on. First of all, as you'll hear in your heart, mind, and soul, be calm, all is well, you are safe. Nothing wrong, nothing to worry about. If there's a virus, there's a virus. Do what you gotta do to be safe with regard to that. But with this other thing going on, just know you're safe. It's hard for me to explain it, but there's some really good actors that have shown some things on TV akin to schizophrenia type appearance. Do you think you got? It's not schizophrenia. I challenge you to have faith in something new. I am not a religious person. Before this, I was barely spiritual. Sounds kind of counterintuitive, or at least contrary to what I just said. Oh, give me a second. So I ask you to take a look at the idea of a fourth dimension, a fifth dimension, dimension time 1, dimension time 2, dimension time 3. Alright, I'm going to break this down for you with drawing because my face gets old. Alright, so I'm going to make this simple. So this is about time and space, because we always call it space, well, we didn't always call it space-time, but it became space-time. But why? Three-dimensional space, three spatial dimensions, length, width, height. Fourth spatial dimension, time, W, when. So when is this thing? Like, I picture an elevator, So today we're on this floor. We're going to come off on today. Today is 41420. Now, there is nobody that in there, nobody, I don't listen, you're going to ask in your mind, what's the date? What time is it? Thinking maybe these people are lying. Tell me something, any of you. If I ask you what time it is, are you going to look at your watch and then give me a lie? Mm-mm. If I ask you the date, maybe you might think me a little bit weird, but just bear with me. I can prove it to you. All I need to know is what your name is so I can call out to you in the spirit. I used to call it the ether. I used to call it all love. I used to call it all love, love all. It got kind of cool. I'm not here to cause a problem. I'm here to make a solution for the problem. The problem that isn't even here yet. Because we're all going to be aware of it if somebody watches a fucking video. Thankfully they do. So, there are other dimensions in time. We look at space as length, width, height. We can do the same thing with time. Length, width, height, temporal. Length, width, height, spatial. So if that makes no sense to you, I'll break it down. I even had the dumb sense to change my name for the feminine, but as you can hear in my voice, it's not too feminine right now. So anyway, we used to think that time was A, B, C, D, E, moving from this spot to that spot with nothing in between but an absolute straight line. The shortest distance between A and B is not a straight line, dude. If you were to be able to change time by being able to speak back to the past via something like the movie Frequency, you could possibly change the course and direction of XYZ spatial. Thus, you would no longer be on this line. You would be on line B. Line B in space. Alright, so now we've just created a plane in space by doing that. So now you've got chronologicity here and chronologicity here. And now there's no... So that's what I call an alternate. That's what I call the fifth dimension, alternate. The sixth dimension, I would call different fucking channel. Probably what you got to thinking right then, huh? Bear with me. Somebody on another channel once said, a proton could never be an electron could never be a proton. And then he actually said, not in any universe. I challenge you to think bigger. Multi-poly universe. So, maybe in this universe, no matter what the alternate is, you're going to be you or something like you. Maybe in the next... I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what this plane would look like here. Maybe we figure out a better way, no matter what alternate we get on that plane, to make it okay. Thankfully, it's not hell in a handbasket, you know what I mean? But now, maybe there's a fourth temporal dimension. And now you got another elevator in time. Possibilities. So what would we look like here? Well, in that other dimension, in that other universe, that would be dimension 7. Little nod to Nirvana for that one, which was a nod to another band, but it's the only way I ever heard it. So, this is pretty cool. It does look like hell in a handbasket. Well, maybe over here is hell, and over here we're doing pretty good, and maybe over here we're doing great. And gravity, it seems,